Welcome to Sofia, a city where ancient history, striking architectural contrasts, green mountain scenery, and a vibrant modern atmosphere come together in Bulgaria's dynamic capital. Sofia is one of Europe's oldest capitals, with origins dating back to the ancient Thracian settlement of Serdica. Over time, the city developed into an important Roman center, and traces of this past are still visible today in the form of preserved ruins located directly in the modern city center. These ancient remains sit side by side with early Christian churches and more recent architectural layers, creating a unique urban landscape where different eras of history coexist in the same streets. One of the most distinctive features of Sofia is this layering of history. Walking through the city, you encounter Roman ruins, Orthodox churches, Ottoman-era influences, and monumental buildings from the 20th century. Especially noticeable is the architecture from the communist period, which introduced large imposing structures and broad avenues that still define parts of the city today. This mix of styles gives Sofia a rare visual identity where past and present constantly overlap. At the heart of the city, you find major landmarks that reflect both its ancient and modern identity. The central area around Serdica contains archaeological remains integrated into contemporary urban spaces, where glass-covered ruins lie beneath busy streets and squares. Nearby, grand administrative buildings and cultural institutions illustrate Sofia's development into a modern capital after Bulgaria's independence in the late 19th century. One of Sofia's most striking features is how close nature is to the city. The Vitosha Mountains rise dramatically just outside the urban area, forming a constant natural backdrop visible from almost everywhere in the capital. This proximity means that within a short time you can move from busy city streets to forests, hiking trails, and mountain viewpoints overlooking the entire region. Within the city itself, green spaces and public areas add to the atmosphere, giving Sofia a surprisingly relaxed and open feeling for a capital city. Parks, squares, and wide boulevards create space for everyday life, while pedestrian streets and shopping areas bring energy and movement into the center. One of the main streets, Vitosha Boulevard, is a lively axis filled with cafes, shops, and views toward the mountain that shares its name. Sofia's cultural identity is also strongly reflected in its museums and historic buildings. The city's National Art Gallery is housed in a former royal palace, a building that itself tells the story of Bulgaria's transition from monarchy to modern republic. Inside, collections focus on Bulgarian art and history, offering insight into the country's development from independence onward. Another important aspect of the city is its ancient thermal springs, which have been used since Roman times. Even today, mineral water still flows in parts of the city center, and public fountains allow visitors to experience this natural feature that has shaped Sofia's settlement for thousands of years. Beyond the central landmarks, Sofia also expands into surrounding districts and day trip destinations that add depth to the experience. The nearby Boyana area is known for its historic church with well-preserved medieval frescoes, while the broader region offers cultural monuments and access points to nature and mountain landscapes. What makes Sofia especially compelling is this combination of contrasts. It is a city where ancient Roman ruins sit beneath modern squares, where communist-era architecture stands next to early Christian churches, and where a major European capital is framed by mountains just minutes away from its center. Whether you are exploring archaeological remains in the city center, walking along wide boulevards, discovering historic churches, or looking up toward the peaks of Vitosha, Sofia offers a travel experience that is layered, authentic, and full of discovery, a city where history is not hidden, but woven directly into everyday life.